Well, that's up to 20. And I managed to get incredible luck. What? I just got 44 fragments out of that. Dude. And nobody's here. Because it just was right at the start of the stream. What the heck? Hey, Solus. I wasn't planning on getting the dragon today. I was just going to do my typical craft it 25 times, but we might be so close I may as well get it, right? Okay. If not tonight, tomorrow for sure. Oh, okay, some of you guys did hop in just in time. That was insane. 44 out of like 20 crafts. Hold on. So that was, yeah, okay. So on average, I got like 2.2, which still worth it. But yeah, maybe I'll save my souls for the rest of it. So that I, like maybe I won't bother with the rest of it tonight. Where is my quest guy? Excuse me. Where's the stupid quest thing that I just got? There it is. Come on. Thank you. Anyway, probably going to end up being a shorter stream tonight, boys. By shorter, I mean like maybe we'll just do a quick hour instead of hours, maybe even under an hour. We'll see. Because I gotta get up like super early. I probably shouldn't even stream this, but I wanted to, you know, hang out and kind of have us all talk about what's going on with the dev stream and such. So I'll wait for more people to get in, of course, but. Do we get the Moontouch ally by donating to Fire 2? I don't know. Maybe? It would make sense if we did. Just got the Wood Dragon earlier today. The ally helps a lot. Yes, yes it does. Hey Azram, hey Jazzy. I got the dragon in the first 2.5 hours and it was painful spending 40 fluid for 1 fragment. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far. I normally probably would have gotten the dragon like immediately, but the fact that I don't have my golden souls or somber souls was just like, nah. Wonder how expensive the mystic gem converters are gonna be. Dude, I really hope that it's not just lazily like doing it again, you know? Like that would be so lame if we've got crystal gem converters in the store and then they just add mystic gem converters. Like, come on. I'm assuming there's going to be an in-game mechanic in order to upgrade our gems, but the problem is going to be like, okay, cool, but how are you going to end up like are the resources themselves going to be what's out of the cash shop? You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I've heard you can get the ally from donations. Okay, good. I mean, you can get from donations in general, unless you're talking about this thing's donations. I wonder if the ally's gotten cheaper. I should check. Hey, Atro. Yeah, I'm, moon-touched, right? People are selling a hat for way too much. That's the ally, 12 mil. So it's still going down, but that's still a little too expensive for just a bit of mastery. If I'm being honest, I don't really care that much about the mystic gems. Like, okay, cool, we'll get to 50 KPR and all that stuff. Bro, I'm more interested in block. Because when you think about blocks in Trove, like blocking, you immediately think, I don't need defense. But them saying that it's going to be an offensive ability that they said is going to affect all classes, but mostly going to affect melee classes, tells me one of two things. Either it's going to be more like a parry, or as some of you guys speculated during the stream, it'll just end up being a stat. So block chance that we could get on gear or something like that. I don't know. And then essentially, like, maybe if block triggers, we end up just getting more damage, which would be lame as hell if that's what it actually is. Because, I don't know, it's weird because based on the way that the devs were saying it, like, I don't know if this is what they meant, but I kind of got the impression that they think people don't play melee because it's dangerous to go up close, when it's like, no, the scaling of melee doesn't match ranged. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm very curious to see how it'll work out and what the heck they're talking about. The fact they didn't go into more detail tells me it's a couple months away. I accidentally deleted my cornerstone, which was my first completed cave cornerstone with a sakura tree, so I guess I'll start over with something different. You can send a ticket to get it reset. They don't often do it, and they would have to probably roll your whole account back or something, but yeah, rip. They should give us more star chart nodes to unlock. Yeah, I wonder. Just realized Draker and Tomb Raiser count as melee because of their basic attack. Yeah, because we're going up close and personal. Actually, it might, that's true. If it ends up being something lazy like block chance, and then if you trigger a block, you end up getting a damage buff, just for the sake of argument for today, you know, I think, okay, that would be lazy, but at least it would have a function. I would understand it. But honestly, that would make, yeah, that would make a huge impact on especially like Draco and Tomb Raiser. Obviously, it would just make Boomer even stronger, so... which I still find hilarious. So, here's the thing. Because Mojo asking, would bards count as melee? Here's the thing. Based on how they were saying it during their stream, they said it'll affect all classes, but mostly melee, which tells me that it's just because of the difference of a ranged character being far away and a melee character being up close. So basically it means any class in the game that has to get up close for damage would end up being affected by it. Which is why I'm like very curious what they're planning, you know? You know what? Let's see if we can find a tower for tonight. Maybe it helps with the clams in D15 and stop you from being one shot. Yeah, I wonder, you know what? You might be onto something. Maybe that's their goal with it, because at the end game, like the devs probably think that most people play ranged because of survivability. That would be lame as hell if that was the case. I'd be okay with that, but it still would be pretty lame. Maybe you get a block buff based on enemy distance. So enemy distance would end up giving you more damage, like the closer you are. I feel like that could be easily exploited though. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm very curious how they're gonna implement it, because maybe it'll end up just being a flat out block button being added to the game where we'll be able to put up a shield and then like parry or something. I don't know. Like, I would assume they're calling it a block, but based on how they described it, it sounded more like a parry system or a counter attack, right? That's what it seemed like to me. Hey, Nick. Depends if you're able to block more than one enemy attack at a time. Yeah. So, like, what I would, like, the thing that I'm thinking, let's just say hypothetical, would it be hold the block button, all the enemies damage you, and for all the damage that you accumulate, you can reflect it back. And then that could actually be really fun and very active for a play style if it didn't interrupt your basic attack animations. That could be really cool, because then you would actually like try to time it while fighting. I would actually really enjoy that. That would make melee a lot more active. Yeah, I could get behind something like that. Let me know what your in-game name is, Nemi. Are there people at a tower already somewhere? I don't know. Definitely gonna have a cooldown. Yeah, I wonder. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to make this. I don't want us to let our imagination run wild, because we're talking about Trove here. Because when the darkness and the light stat were added to the game, we got really excited about an armor and an armor penetration stat. And then look how it was implemented. in like the lamest way possible that didn't end up actually like affecting gameplay in a meaningful way. It was just, oh, numbers are lower in this world unless you have this stat. Chances are that's all the block's going to end up being. But they also, like... Yeah, I don't... I'm very curious. There you go. Because I don't know, like... The only thing that I'm thinking is if it becomes a new active button, like maybe control, because control is used in build mode to slow down. I'm not exactly sure. The last remnant of the original Light and Darkness was the Chaos Just Ally with 50 Darkness. I know. And at first it was actually really powerful, and then they were like, oops. Yeah, I would love it if they kind of adjusted the fighting system in the game and made it like a little more active for melee instead of just holding left click. Because I think ranged kind of serves its purpose as far as like, oh, you just hold left click, but you're at a range, so you're trying to like avoid damage or whatever else, you know, like the active gameplay goes into aiming. Whereas when you're melee, you're just kind of standing there. So if they added like an active block or an active counter or parry system, I'm not expecting anything crazy, but maybe like a Smash Bros. Bubble. That'd be kind of neat. Hey, Loki. Yeah, so to summarize for those of you that might be curious about the dev stream, you know, they talked about some stuff here and there. The two big things that they confirmed for this year was they were going to do a sort of, I don't know if overhaul is the right term, but they're going to end up making it so that melee is a lot more viable by adding a block feature to the game. I don't know what that means, whether it means an active button, a counter, a parry, or maybe it's just as simple as a new stat that is block percentage. I don't know. Maybe they'll just add like shields into the game or something. But kind of weird, kind of confusing. The other big thing that they talked about was Mystic Gems. They're coming this year. They did mention that we'll be able to upgrade our Crystal Gems into Mystic, but I am genuinely kind of worried what they're going to do with that, because Crystal Gems are already extremely pay to win. And to add another system on top of that feels like it's just trying to take advantage of us old school gamers, but isn't going to end up being balanced in any way, shape, or form for the average player. That's my main concern. Yeah, I see a group over here. I'm gonna try and... Oh, it's a ship. Okay. Woo! Let me in, let me in, let me in. I need boss drops. Ah! Wait, where am I? What? Wait, is there a new ship added? No, I didn't think so. My God, I don't know why it drains my frames being in here. Yikes. Yeah, I'll get to your comments in a second, Potato. Yeah, Neon Ninja would have crazy potential. That's true. It would end up making a lot of the melee characters way more viable for endgame, which I think would be really cool. Hope it doesn't add too much to the active keystroke. So while I'm thinking that they could just make it pressing control, part of me doesn't actually want that, because that's like carpal tunnel. You know, what the heck is that stork? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Watch the block is gonna be above your head or something. Oh, like the bard. They didn't say anything about upgrading your crystal gems with converters. I'm just kind of assuming they're gonna do the same stupid thing. More than likely, like what they're gonna do to prevent us from just being able to rush Mystic Gems, they're gonna make it a new dumb resource. Probably not even related to like the depth cores and other crap that's related for Mystic Gear. It's gonna be some other separate thing. maybe with the update, we'll start seeing like the resources coming out of D15. That could be really cool. Like, imagine going into D15 and the gem boxes can actually give you like new resources. Then D15 would actually serve a purpose. However, we still don't have elemental D15 of any world, so hopefully they would add that and overhaul it so that we don't have to do the stupid 5-star only, please. Also, Jazz, I didn't catch your comment about cave something. Oh, there. Sorry, you removed it and then said, should I do the cave again or little floating islands? Oh, like for your build. How about both? Have it go underground, but then have floating islands up top as well, right? I think it's all the gear that's making my game fry. Also, yes, Potato, I'm a little too early on in that Donkey Kong game to say, but genuinely that's probably the funnest game I've played all year. We'll see how the game carries that momentum into the future zones and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going through that one and just taking my time with it. I'd love to play it more right now, but like I said, like I gotta be up early, so we're just probably gonna do this ship and then like it's gonna be a quicker one tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Hey Justin. Yeah, it's going good, man. What was Trove's story even become? Has it been scrapped? Oh, like the actual story? Just go to the story mode club world. What was that? Why did it dance into death? Can't wait to use my Shadow Ranger D15. Sick of using Boomer. Yeah. You're still probably gonna be stuck using using Boomer is the problem. Because especially if it's going to end up having a melee boost, like, yeah. Because I'm a little bit worried about like the questions that they ended up hand picking for the dev Q&A. Some of them weren't like, I talked about it already, but they weren't phrased in such a way that the devs understood what they were talking about. Like one of them was literally just shadow towers. And it's like, no, you have to be more clear with what we actually want in regards to shadow towers. Rather than they just read it, are shadow towers coming back? And they just go, no, because mechanically, blah, 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 you know? Rather than, hey, can you like recycle shadow tower dungeons either into the overworld or add some sort of big group content where it's a delve, but it's shadow towers instead of caves, or, you know? And then, I know. So what was your question, Atro? Because I had no idea what the hell he said, dude. Like, I assume you were, from the very bare minimum that I could decipher from him fumbling over his words, nothing, no offense to him, but it was something about talking about, like, their transparency and communication with us, I'm assuming. I did think about doing an alternate edit of the dev live stream where it's just all of the but I didn't want to be mean. My question was, why don't more devs communicate with players on the Discord, specifically from the design team? Oh, I see. Yeah, and I mean, okay. I don't know if that's something that they could directly, like, answer, per se. Like, yeah. What was the other question that was, like, not phrased correctly? The one that was asking about, like, can we get extra dragon coins? It's like, what? Of course they're just gonna say, buy a pack, which I thought was funny. I know they weren't trying to be funny. But I thought that was hilarious. Like, oh, there's a pack that comes around when Luxian hits the store. That helps with dragon coins. Yeah, why are cleaners absent? What's going on here? Why is this dungeon different? Normally there's an entrance over there. I mean, I need the boss room, unfortunately, so I can't abandon my post here. The ships have different variants. Oh, they do? Oh, okay. Is that new, or maybe I just haven't farmed enough ships? But anyway. It was funny when the dev joined a world with bots. Oh, like in Bomber they did? I didn't even notice. I'll love to not yet, who basically hosted the entire stream though. Guess a lot of pressure to make sure it goes smoothly. I mean, dude, people were like dogging on the stream, and I'm gonna be real, it kind of pissed me off because there's like, I mean, you guys know, there's this old, very old narrative of hate towards Trove. And it's like, bro, that's from Trine World days. That's long over, you know? But we still got people like, you know, talking down towards the game and saying like, oh, this is bad, and this, oh, that dev stream sucked. It's like, no, it didn't. What's wrong with you? It was a great developer stream. They actually talked about like new stuff. They kept it straight to the point, and they were like in and out in an hour. I thought they did fantastic, especially considering that they're not live streamers, they're developers, you know, they don't have 10 years of experience of talking in front of a camera. I mean, actually, I got more than 10 years because I played lots of games before Trove, but still, you know, like, I think it was fantastic. I wish that they could have told us more in regards to the blocking and the Mystic Gems, but at the very least, they told us it's coming this year, so we can decipher the fact that it's actually like 2-3 months, if I had to guess. They did also say, and maybe I'm reading too deep into this, they did also say that there was more coming at the end of the year that they couldn't talk about. So maybe the Mystic Gems and the block are in the same update, or they're only a couple months apart from each other. Like, the fact that we're more than halfway through the year already anyways, and they're already saying that there's, basically it sounded like there's going to be 3 major updates, and who knows what other smaller updates will come in between. Someone got robbed at Yabaki for not knowing how Twitch whispers work. I know, that was a little bit disappointing and kind of annoying, because it was like, come on, man. That's what comes with, you know, I get it, they're on a time crunch, but that's what comes with giving things away. Like, I get that. It's annoying having to sit there and deal with it, but, you know. Yeah, I was a little bit confused because I thought that they were showing like, oh, this was the old dev for Trove and we brought him back, but no, it was just that, like, I thought he was rehired. I don't know why they don't rehire him, but yeah, it was cool to like have an old dev come back and see them actually like, you know, into things. Oh, that's where you're saying Frost. Like when he went to the permafrost and all those bots showed up and crashed his game. Yeah, I know. They need to be questioned by someone like you in the live stream because they can't answer text questions. Dude, I think I've seen it for like Path of Exile and other games. I would love to take questions from you guys and actually like put them in the hot seat and interview them. That would be really cool. Because then I could also like explain things and curate the questions in such a way that it would be like, no. We're not talking about getting like extra free dragon coins. We're talking about the fact that dragon coins are completely unbalanced and, you know, like. That would be a lot of fun. I don't think it'll happen. I don't, you know, who knows if they even know I exist. I think it would be really cool if they did do some sort of interview, not even necessarily with just me, but like if all the content creators were sort of involved, or if they gave us info that then we could share with you guys instead of there being a dev stream. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, long time ago, this might be before most of your guys' time, Dunmire. You guys remember that guy? The hot dog costume that I stole because I knew how to market it better by making it, you know, funny. I say that as if I was marketing it on purpose. I just thought it was such a stupid costume that it was hilarious. But Dunmire was a guy that they had him host some dev streams. He actually is the one that's responsible for a lot of the badges and why they have way too many zeros on them. But he was never a developer, which is very interesting. He was just like a content creator that the devs just kind of liked, and then I kind of stole the torch from him. But yeah, stuff like that, right? Because if I'm being perfectly honest, being very critical of myself as a content creator, like I'm a very critical type of guy, and so I don't know if I'd be friendly enough for like their streams. Like I'd be pretty confrontational with like, nope, that's not. So anyway, I'm still very curious, like what they're gonna do in regards to like how will we be able to upgrade the Mystic Gems? How pay to win are they going to end up being and stuff like that? I'm Runs had technical issues with Whispers. His account didn't have the Whisper feature enabled and he lost the giveaway because of that. Yeah, rip. Thank God it's only doesn't give mastery, but hopefully we'll have more dev streams in the future at least, because otherwise that's a shame, dude. Cash and Clean would probably do well in a dev stream context. Yeah, I think he'd probably do better than I would. Like, you know, obviously I could use my influence to get questions from you guys and then ask them in such a way that, like, I'm good at explaining things, but then, I don't know, maybe I would technically be a good interviewer just because I would actually put pressure on them. Because I ain't scared, you know? I don't know. I've never done an interview or anything before, so. Wait, what? Just came back yesterday, already 6k power rank. Is there any way to go up from there? Get max level first before you even bother focusing on power rank. Any guide on how to reach 6k light with 30k PR? That's very, very specific. I mean, my PR guide kind of goes over like what you should do at intervals in terms of progression through the game. I don't know. But no, I think it'd be very prudent if they started taking like advantage of the content creators. Like not, again, not just me, but like the fact that they let us know about this whole event going on and everything like that before we could even tell you guys. That was actually really cool. Now just do that with like future content. So I hope that at some point down the line, they explain and show like, and let us content creators share with you guys, okay guys, here's how Mystic Gems work. Instead of just another dev stream or just having to discover it all ourselves, which I can still do anyways, but hey chicken. Yep, family's doing good. Dev stream was nice, but oh man, what a way to dodge the Dragon Coin question. I think that the question was poorly asked, if I'm being honest. Maybe he just read it wrong, but basically it was just, can we get extra Dragon Coins? And it's like, what did you expect from them for a response? Hope Mystic Gems aren't too cash expensive. I know, me too. That's the biggest thing that I'm worried about is like I've said, like the problem is that crystal gems or gems as a whole are already very, very cash expensive and focused. And we don't need another tier on top of that, dude. Like, they better make it free to play friendly, even if it takes a while, and not Mystic Gear friendly, because that's just... In all fairness, having that Luxian trial deal there is a significant improvement than either buying Dragon Caches or waiting for a 1 out of 10 chance flash deal. What is the deal that they were talking about anyway? Because I didn't even... I don't know if I ever even saw it. My issue, as I've been so adamant about, is that the way that dragon coins are in the game, like they need to lower the cost of dragon coins across the board for all dragons, because it's just too expensive. It's like 800 total hours, and that's just of straight farming, not even including the time that you're waiting. And that's just dragon coins, not including the other resources. Like, that's ridiculous. Every time Luxian Trial's coming around for the past 2 times, there's a 1250 credit pack for 332 dragon coins. Oh, I see. How many, So 10 bucks for a dragon. There's how many dragons? Yeah. That's the problem right there. Yeah, like I'm not dogging on the Mystic Gems. I just hope that they're implemented in such a way that doesn't make it feel like, oh, good, here's more numbers, you know? Like Crystal Gems, I think Crystal Gems were implemented pretty okay as an option of, you know, keeping our old school gems that were already maxed out. But I'm not going to say it was perfect. You want to know what was flawless? The rings. The ring update was insanely good. And I'm actually surprised that they didn't monetize the hell out of it. Like, the most you can monetize with the Paragon stuff is just XP potions and junk, right? They should have required his in-game name and just given him the Yabaki. No, I know. But whatever. No sense crying over spilled milk. I know it sucks. I'm leveling up Shadowhunter. Which one do I level up after him? I don't know. Whatever class that you want to level up next, man. Personal preference. Hey, Emilio. They did technically try to monetize the Paragon just really badly. Oh, no, I know. With the stupid Paragon pins. But that's the thing is, I'll always, like, gladly take it when... Oh, is this done? I'll gladly take poor monetization so long as it's still something that can be, like, grinded and obtained. Like, my point is, I really hope that the Mystic Gems aren't just another more expensive converter just because, well, it's Mystic. It has to be more expensive, you know? Because that'd be lame as hell. There's another ship right here. What is everyone doing? Is the Gonda train for farming nitro still a thing? No, I have a video talking about that, but they nerfed it. I mean, if this group wants to do this dungeon, I'm down, but otherwise I'll find a tower, I guess. Yeah, you know what? The sigil is something that I'm not really talking about that much, but I really appreciate that they let us vote on it, man. I think that was really good. Like, that's what I'm talking about, man. Get the community involved. Like, hell yeah, that was so good. More of that, please. Like, I talked about it before. Let us vote on, like, classes, my man. Oops, I did not mean to activate it. Like, imagine if they gave us, like, 3 early class concepts and then let us vote on which ones would get added into the game. Like, first. That'd be so cool. Like the Minecraft mob vote. It runs. I got an ad, yay. I know, I blame Twitch. I hate Twitch. Just restore your KPR on Shadowhunter. Let's get it. At least we got bosses up there, so that's nice. Yeah, we were just talking about you, Runts. So lame. Like, I can't believe they just didn't even bother trying to give you Yabaki. That's so dumb. Oh, man. Off-topic question. Adventure Quest tier list. Adventure Quest? What do you mean? Console PS5's broken. Yes, I've heard. Oh, like the Adventurine characters, you mean? They did giveaways on the dev stream, yeah. They gave away like a bunch of pinatas and then like one Yabaki at the end. And I'm Runts actually in chat on Twitch right now. He was the one who won Yabaki, but oh, he didn't have his whispers turned on and they like just re-rolled it. They didn't even give him a chance. Yeah, Atro, what's your follow-up about what you want them to stop doing? Finish my gear crafting for 250. About to grind for a C4 set. Let's go, chicken. Hey, Jordan. When are you gonna sign and become a dev? I don't know if I'll ever become a dev for this game. I'd love to be like a mod for the game or something, but at the same time, nah. You know, I'm too... I like my freedom. There you are, Runts. Yeah, I know. I've lowered the amount of ads on Twitch. It doesn't matter. Someone explained to me the other day, like, I didn't realize that subbing on Twitch stops ads, so that explains why it just spams you guys all the time. Because otherwise I have it like really low in the settings and it just kind of goes nuts. The stupid preload ads or whatever. But yeah, we were just saying like what a shame that they didn't even bother like trying to give you Yabaki. Feels kind of weird the Solarian's already 3 years old. No. Solarian's not 3 years old. Nah, I refuse. I refuse to believe it. When they implemented new bosses, not adding delve banner styles or unique mount drops related to them. Imagine banner styles for depth bosses and mounts to go with each. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Here, I'll just stay in the boss room. Let's be real, there's so many other things that they underutilize, man. Like, legit. I guess there's not enough people here. Okay, someone's got those. Where are they? Okay, good. Someone's got each of the rooms. Nice. Oh, your whispers still aren't working, Runs? GG. On the bright side, I just got my first mystic piece just now. Nice. Yeah, it's just Yabaki. I'm gonna be real. The mount kind of sucks. Let's be real. There's a reason I don't use it. What time is it for me? Let me see. Nah, 12:30 almost. Now, as I've warned for anyone that's just tuning in, it is gonna be a shorter stream today. I gotta get up pretty early. So we'll chill, maybe finish up this tower, and then, I don't know, maybe call it. If not, I guess there is going to end up being the pin god thing, which we should probably do. I didn't double check and see how many scribe scrolls I got. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about this. Fortnite. I don't know if you guys saw the post. Fortnite saying, you know, there's the new Fantastic Four movie, and they're saying, check out the new Fantastic Four skins coming into the game right now, or whatever. I'll just let that sink in. How can you be so idiots? Like, I'll just say they should have said costumes. Oh, so bad. Clearly someone's not paid enough. I wonder if they removed it. Oh, on PS5 runs. Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be giving more Yabakis away as well, like in future streams. Well, hopefully in future streams. I know we've got like the actual event. Like, maybe you'll get it out of the piñatas, right? Yeah. But yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know why they didn't just ask you for your in-game name and then just apply it to your account. No, it doesn't drop from the piñatas, but remember, like, the whole event that's going on right now, for every piñata you throw, you're entering more into the raffle. Basically, it's them trying to add pay-to-win value to these. Because, oh, you can get your Yabaki out of it. Oh yeah, open up those pins. You can get some delve cores and stuff. And then someone calculated based on their average of drops, and it was like 18 grand US, by the way, to get like a full set of maxed out Mystic, just based on the piñata drops. No thanks. No, I wish Yabaki dropped from the piñatas. Genuinely. Wish they could have read my messages in chat. They said I wasn't there or something while I was watching the mount slip from my hands. No, I know. I know. Like, I get it. They're dealing, you know, they had like, what, 800 people or something like that to the stream. So I get it, you know, with all the spam and everything, but come on. They should have at least like I understand they're on a time limit. They're trying to go. But they should have sorted out the giveaway, even if the stream ended. I think they should give Runt some pity collection item, like the developer hat style. Yes. Oh, dude, that's what we could do, right? I could make like a video and justice for runts. hashtag Yabaki give. Just tell them, yeah, throw me the code. I'll give it to Runts. I promise. I won't extort. Most of all, I just think it would be really funny. I don't think it would do anything, honestly. Is this done? Getting there. Got a couple more mans before, you know. Can you add more use for channel points? I don't even know what that is. If I'm gonna be real, Zackos, my Twitch is secondary. I don't manage my Twitch very well at all. I have like the bare minimum. Twitch is just because now they finally allow multi-streaming. I think I still have some emotes though on Twitch, right? But yeah, I really don't know. Everything of my effort goes into the YouTube channel, not Twitch. Maybe someday I'll make my Twitch better, but Scyushi 2 account gets mysterious Yabaki overnight. Dude, I don't even remember what my alt account is. What's your opinion on the Nintendo Switch 2? I'm still using the original Switch and Switch Lite. I mean, I'm a Nintendo geek fan, so I love the Switch 2. I think if you're a fan, sell your Switch 1 because it helps with the cost, and the Switch 2 is backwards compatible with most games. Not every game. Still doesn't play Trove. But for people that aren't like a die-hard fan like me, I can totally understand why they're waiting for some more exclusives. I was just talking about it with my Donkey Kong stream earlier, which I'll have that stream and this stream VOD go up later today. Probably no other short videos today. I don't have time to edit some videos tonight. Sorry, guys. So it's just going to be 2 streams back to back. 2 stream VODs. But anyway, like, as I was mentioning in that Donkey Kong stream, like someone was saying, I love Mario Kart, but they don't care to buy a Switch just for Mario Kart. And something that I'm always very clear, even with my cousin, like we're both pretty big into Nintendo and all that. And Mario Kart's like one of those games that I know I'm just gonna passively play for years. But I wasn't like for the new Mario Kart, you know? I'm for Donkey Kong and Metroid. Like those are the big sellers for me. I've grown to appreciate and love, absolutely love Mario Kart World. Doing tricks in the open world is just so fun. It brings me back to my Tony Hawk days. But I can totally understand why some people, you know, especially if you don't have like a family to play Mario Kart with or whatever, or any homies and stuff. It's like, I understand why people are waiting. I totally get that. Anyways, excuse the long-winded answer. I have 60k qubits. I hope it's enough to get the Mystic Gem Converter. Yeah, it'll get you 1. Waiting for the next Smash for Switch 2. That'll probably be a few years. There's a theory people have, which might be true. You know, Sakurai working on the next Kirby Air Riders. It might be that they gave him that game so that he would sign on to do the next Smash. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't do the next Smash, because when you see how he handled Smash Bros and stuff, like he is like a workaholic and truly dedicated to his craft, to the point where you could see like how stressful it was, like him just trying to have everything perfect. Like I can totally understand why he didn't want to do any more Smash Bros games. But at the same time, I could also see him just being like, well, I gotta do it for the fans. Like the fact that, I don't know if you guys ever saw him doing like his Smash Bros showcases. The dude learned how to play Smash Bros efficiently with one hand on each, like 2 controllers, just so that he could be more efficient at explaining things for Smash Bros. Like that's dedication, dude. I would never bother. So thinking of a guy that works that hard, yeah, I understand why he doesn't want to work on the new Smash. Anyway, you got a Steam Deck? No. No. I got a PC. Why do I need a Steam Deck? Anyway, Run's saying sub for years, never chatted much. Cool to finally chat with you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Chronicle mod that shows items you get, shows how many you can get daily or per hour. Wait, what? Does Chronicle have a mod for item per hour? I'm just using the redesign item per hour tracker, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Is it just me or is the Bumbo Dragon not a fun grind? The Bee Dragon? No, he's not. Truly passionate gamers like me would rather keep both. Oh, like you want to keep your old school Switch? Don't really want to risk losing all the game's data and DLCs and my free demos. So funny enough, most games from the Switch 1, I'll load onto my Switch 2 and it just goes, hey, we've detected a cloud save. Would you like to download it? Except for Pokemon. So that's like 200 hours down the toilet. I don't want to start a new Pokemon file. It took me like 4 hours to get my shiny Gyarados. I don't want to do that again. So yeah, I can understand why you'd keep it. For me, it was just, oh, the Switch 2 is an upgrade. The end. Do you think it's better to get the new ally? Wait, new allies from delves or ships? Which new allies are you talking about, Ronald? No. The Pokemon game didn't actually like let me cloud save or anything like that with the Pokemon. You could have manual transferred from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, but I sold my Switch 1 the second the Switch 2 was announced so that I could get a good price for it. Because otherwise they're a lot cheaper now. Oh, is this done already? I think my thing at the top is bugged. Wait, why didn't you guys warn me about the hub? Go. Moon touched fantastic 4 skins in the hub. Kill. Oh, the Sunfest allies? Wait, why would you get them from delves or ships? You get them from donations. Or just buy them off the player market, because they're a lot cheaper now. Probably cheaper to buy the allies now than it is to buy the resources to donate. I've also been collecting foreign import Switch games for both my systems, like for example, Japanese and European import version. Oh, okay. A collector. Well, that's different then. Yeah, I used to collect games. My collection is, I still have a ton of N64 games still in the box. And then I just went into my storage recently and I was like, oh, right, I have like 100 360 games or something. Because I used to buy physical. But nowadays it's like, no, I want to play it now. I'll only buy physical when I'm planning on selling it afterwards. Like, I bought Death Stranding 2 physical because I knew I didn't want to keep that game forever. I knew it would just be a one and done. But I'm on the fence of whether or not I want to buy physical of Ghost of Yotei. I'll be real, if I had the extra funding, I would probably buy digital so I could play it early and a physical copy just to collect. Because that's what I did with a very few select games. Like, more recently, I mean. Like, I had a physical copy of Tears of the Kingdom, but I sold it. I don't know. I low-key kind of regret it because I sold it for a little bit cheaper than I should have. I got like a couple other Zelda games I'm trying to sell my old PS5 version of Elden Ring, and I'm wondering, like, should I end up buying a physical copy of Ghost of Yotei? Because I don't know if that's a game that I necessarily want to sell, but thinking big picture, I don't want to pay for PlayStation's stupid online thing, like PS Plus. So my mind is kind of on the fence of whether or not I should buy physical Yote, sell it after I'm done with it, and then get the game when it comes to PC for the multiplayer. More than likely, I'll just keep them both, and maybe I'll just get it for PC once the multiplayer is actually there and fleshed out and not bother going through the campaign. But we'll see. I don't know. Like Metroid's another one I would love to own physical, but at the same time, I want to play it right away. So, anyway. Currently a Dino Tamer. Should I switch to Shadow Hunter? I do more damage as Dino Tamer, but I feel like Shadow Hunter's more fun. Then go to Shadow Hunter. 100%. You should play the character that you're having more fun with, my dude. That's 100% the only reason why you choose certain classes. Never mind being a meta slave like some of those people during the dev stream. Physical games will be rare within the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, maybe. Didn't the game preservation thing go through? I think that's only in Europe though, but I don't know. I don't think that anything's gonna come of that. Because if I'm being honest, like, somebody made a really good point where leave it up to gamers to think that they deserve to like own a video game once they buy it. Because it's like, well, what about like when you buy a house or a car or, like you're constantly paying insurance on it, you know, do you own it? It's just an exchange of funds, like, or anything digital that has like a paid subscription model, like I don't know why video games are the big one that everyone's like whining about. My main issue isn't, oh, I want to own these games. It's like, I already own them. My main issue is that I think that video games need to be somehow curated throughout history, because eventually, like for example, once all of the N64s are dead, and let's just say some psycho goes on the internet and destroys all of the ROMs and emulators, then it means that suddenly N64 games are gone from history. But we'll curate music and movies. I just don't understand why video games aren't taken as seriously. I guess because the average person doesn't see the art that video games can be. But I still think, like, I don't know, my thought process towards video games is just like, bro, the fact that video games even release with however many people are working on these video games and it actually like comes to be something, and especially if it actually becomes like what they intended it to be, that's insane. That's a lot of different people that all work together for a same goal. I know with digital games, I get it. Like once the servers are gone, then good luck getting those games ever again. I get that. But nowadays with so many games having like an additional download, like that's why I think it's really important that a lot of game systems are backwards compatible. And I understand that it, becomes more and more expensive and difficult to maintain that, but anyway. Sorry, I'll try to keep up with some of these. They made 120 FPS, such a thing in the Direct, but are there even 100 Switch 2 games that support 120 FPS currently? So I think, so if I'm not mistaken, Metroid Prime 4 is the first video game on a console, never mind handheld, to have 120 frames. And it's the first game to have 4K 60 frames. Granted, it's still upscaled 4K, but I don't know if you guys saw the Metroid Prime gameplay at 4K. Oh, it looks beautiful. I really can't wait for that game. But you want to know why that game runs so well? Because if you ever played the Metroid remaster, they have Dark Wizards on their team in terms of optimization. That game ran at 60 frames on the Switch. And the Switch 1 is like a tablet. It's insane. Anyway, someone asking, what are you farming for this guy? Most of all, just like some resources that I need for the dragon. Like we're getting these ancient scrolls, which arguably I have more than enough ancient scrolls, but it's like, whatever, we'll farm this guy until he's gone and then probably call the stream. I'm How much light do you have and what's your gear at? This money. They can just take your games away from you. $130 on Elden Ring plus DLC game shuts down after 10 years. Yeah, but Elden Ring can be played single player, so no. And even then, like, that always happens. It's the same reason why, like, old phones don't exist. Like, you know, that's just how the world works. I don't know. There's a part of me that gets it, like, in terms of game preservation, but I think that it shouldn't be... My thoughts on it is that I don't think that it should be up to our responsibility to curate these games. I think that the companies themselves are the ones that should, like, take care of it. Like, I really appreciate the fact that Nintendo has been, you know, opening, like, the Nintendo Museum, Nintendo World, and stuff like that. Like, they're becoming icons. They always were icons in the gaming industry, but now it's like they seem to be the ones that are actually, like, taking it seriously. But yeah, in regards to, like, digital only games, that's where live service games are garbo, dude. Like, as much as I liked Elden Ring Night Rain, that game's gonna be dead in like a year. And then good luck ever playing it. Along with the Pinata be there for it. Like, right now, he's only here for 20 minutes. 20 minutes when he first showed up, but... Digital games will be available forever. No, they won't. Talking, like, super long term. Like, imagine when we're at, like, the Switch 5 in, like, 20, 30 years. Like, the Wii is a prime example. Their digital eShop is, like, gone forever. And I know some YouTubers I've seen where they grabbed a game off of the eShop and they have it, like, installed on their system, but if they ever deleted it, they would never be able to get that game again because it's digital only. Did Pinata drop anything except... the Pinata can drop the mount hat, and I don't know if it drops the ally or if you get the ally from donating for the dragon fragments, the same as the other donation bins. But again, like, here's the thing, guys. You don't got to worry about, like, that's where, for my money, like, the whole, like, digital games being, like, a problem for people is, like, on one hand, it's short-sighted of the developers themselves, but it's also, like, kind of weird that people are complaining about it when this is not something that's going to happen in our lifetime. And by then we won't care because, you know, we'll be, like, either too old or we'll have, like, the new shiny console. I don't think anyone cares if Mind's Eye has been, like, put into the video game museum. Still got my Wii and my Wii U. Yeah, me too, actually. Missed out years ago on those extremely rare opportunities that Nintendo had back in the day. Yeah. Why are you asking about my... Oh, I showed... I see. I showed my Draco stats, not my Shadow Hunter. Yeah, my bad. No, yeah. Stumpy saying, bro has ads every 5 seconds. No, I don't. I've lowered it and lowered it and lowered it. It's, I think it's the preloaded ads so that you can go through the entire stream uninterrupted. I think that's how Twitch works. Why is this guy not dying? Why aren't you taking damage from me? Yeah, I'll show you my Shadowhunter stats in a second. Okay, I think that's good enough. I got my ads yesterday, got like 10 in a row. Oh my god, Twitch. I hate Twitch so much. Anyway, there's my stats. Not including Berserk, because it didn't pop off. Anyway, let's, oops. Yeah, the Stop Destroying Video Games went through Europe and did get enough votes. It just depends whether or not an actual politician will recognize it. It could potentially mean that video games, like, I think in the long run it could be good, but it also means that there's a potential that it will make video games take a lot longer to develop and maybe even cause some issues. But anyways, that remains to be seen yet. Just because of what they're trying to entail. Did we get anything good out of all that? When did I even get this streamer Dreambox? You know what? Bye, idiot. No, I got a pretty decent amount of these pinatas. Not a great amount. A single Phoenix mote. We're slowly getting there, boys. Still not great, but now we're at what, 92? Yeah, 92. Need 100, so it's getting there. Anyways, sorry to cut it short, guys. I've been really enjoying these Trove streams lately. You know, just the servers are god tier, and I've been enjoying like hanging out with you guys and such. However, as I mentioned before, I got an early morning, so I gotta call it. So for Twitch side of things, I'm probably gonna raid somebody if somebody else is on that has drops. But for those of you on the YouTube side, we'll just call it here. So thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it. You can expect this VOD to go up tomorrow morning. Same with the Donkey